My advice as a traveler, always eat with the local when you travel. You can't swim?
No.
Yeah, vamos. You don't come to Playa del Carmen just to see it. You come to feel what it does to you. This place isn't just beaches and postcards. Maya roots beneath your feet, Caribbean currents in the distance, and people from everywhere searching for something they can't quite name. You think you're coming to Playa del Carmen for the beaches, but stay a little longer, and you would start to notice something else. The quiet conversation in cafes, the rhythm of footsteps that don't belong to one country. Oh, in case you find yourself in Cancun, the first thing you do, you take the Aldo bus from Cancun, which is like almost 45 minutes or hour ride from here, which is like $18. The Aldo, which is $250, you see over there, 258 peso from Cancun International Airport. Then you arrive in Playa Carmen, or Playa del Carmen. Playa del Carmen, it's not too far from Cancun. It's a ways. It's a drive, but if you ask me, not too far. So that's the Aldo. So I'm waiting for the homie. The homeboy David should be here to pick me up. So we out here in Playa del Carmen, by the bus station. So the bus to get down here is $18 at the airport, and they take trajeta, they take carts. So we out here in Playa del Carmen. Last time I was in Mexico, I was down in, Cancun, but now I'm in Playa del Carmen, which is one of the most beautiful places out here in Mexico. So I'm waiting for David Garibay, or David Garibay, friend who's from here. He was actually born in Mexico, but he was raised in the United States. Dudes talk a lot, love the guy. We're first business partners. We met through a guy called Fizz. Fizz was also, no worries. Fizz is also a guy who brought me on his team to be a digital content manager for his company. That's how I met David Garibay. And we clicked from there, and I've been traveling, and he was like, hey bro, come down to the sun, the ocean. So I took my time to come out. I was trying to do the South American tour, but I diverted the trip out here to Playa del Carmen.
Aeropuerto de Cancún 220. Se va el taxi. Aeropuerto Mina 220.
220 al aeropuerto.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up, and then I'll probably be over there in about 30 minutes. Just send me your location, and then what I'm thinking is we'll go there, we'll smoke, and then we'll go get something to grub on. Sounds good? We'll probably drink a little later.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, brother. How you doing?
My brother from another mother from Luxury.
My man.
Playa Tours, yes.
My man. There you go.
See, they're just like me. They're 420 friendly. So you know, the minute they get here, he already told me he's like, I want to smoke. Don't worry, bro. I got you on that. That's easy.
Hey, we out here with David Garibay. What's up, David?
The point is figuring out what you want to do here for a few days that you're here.
Facts. Just go around, try the food, meet the people. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Yeah, we out here with David Garibay. His name alone is like a, it's like a celebrity name, Garibay.
Enjoying the beautiful day.
There you go, man. Cancun is like an hour drive from here, right?
Hour drive. Tulum. Tulum is about 45 minutes as well.
There you go.
And then Puerto Morelos is in between Cancun and Playa, and you're looking about 25-minute drive.
25. Wow.
So you got different ports. Every port has something different. You know, Puerto Morelos was the one that actually started as a fishing
Fishing town.
Fishing town. There you
Wow.
go. And from there, you know, it expanded. Now it's, if you go there, it's real beautiful. It's a very nestled place, very quiet. A lot of older people like living there.
Wow.
Very, you know, compared to this at least. Over here, I feel there's more traffic,
More people, more old folks retiring.
no, that's more. What's it called?
Nightlife kind of folks.
Puerto Morelos. This is more of a nightlife over here.
Oh,
Over there,
okay.
I'll put it like this: there's no cinema in Tulum, so people come from Tulum here just to go to see the movies.
Wow.
They're about to make them. They're about
So
to
like, is it like 45 minutes drive?
45-minute one drive. Just
Wow.
to watch a movie.
Y'all just learned something new. There is no movie theater in Tulum, so people have to drive 45 minutes. If you live in the state, and if y'all live in the state, y'all like, what? 45 minutes drive just to... Welcome to Mexico.
Those are actually illegal to take from the beach.
Those things?
Yep, can't touch them.
Wow.
If they see you, like the people that they'll usually tell you to put it back. But if you don't listen, they can give you a citation.
Wow. So what are those things that you just showed me?
They have a name. But I'll tell you right now, they have an animal that lives inside of there, and that's why they don't want you to touch them. And so a lot of people, what they do is they'll take them,
Yeah.
they'll take the animal out, they'll dry them out, they'll glaze them, make them look pretty, they'll
Yeah.
pop a little thing in the top, and that's, you ever heard that little sound that they make on it? That comes out of there.
Ooh, okay.
There you go.
Okay, okay.
You have to make a special insertion on top for the noise to come out a certain way.
Wow.
People that know that, that's what they do, and that's how they sell them. They'll make a noise and people will be like, how do you make that noise?
Oh, okay.
They'll sell them, but it's a process you have to do.
Is it part of the
Honestly, the mines are the ones that use
okay.
it, the mines.
Mayan culture?
There you go. You'd have to look into that exactly, but it's one of those sounds that's very, how can I put it? It calls your attention. It doesn't matter who the hell's around you. If you do it right now, everybody will look at you.
Right.
It's a very tone that's
So
very...
it's also embedded in the Mexican culture?
There you go.
Wow. That's pretty cool. That is cool, bro. This is my second time out here in Mexico. The last time I was here was a while back, a couple of years ago. We stopped in Cancun. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come out here to Playa del Carmen and show you the vibe. I'm good, brother. Thank you. And show you the vibe. The vibe out here is chill. There's something about the cool breeze out here. You want to tell me about the cool breeze?
Well, right now you guys have, I think, I tell people when that, my mom lives in Atlanta, so when she's like, it's cold over here, we're going through hell, I know that we're going to have a little breeze.
Okay.
They call it a cold front over here. That's how they refer to it.
Cold front. Wow.
It's called the cold front, frente frío. So when we know that you guys are going through weather, we know that, let's say days in advance, we already know that it's going to be a little cooler, a little colder, but this is our cold. It doesn't get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You don't need no jacket.
I don't need no jacket. I mean, I've been here living 14 years and I've only put a sweater once.
Wow. And he from Georgia too. He grew up in ATL. So
I tell people,
this man's American, but you know, with Mexican roots. That's what make America a beautiful place.
well, definitely here the weather's always around. Year round, it's hot, it's humid. That's why I'm used to it because in Georgia it's humid as well.
Facts.
So people that aren't used to that humid weather, you're used to that dry. Here it's a whole different story, man.
Facts.
You just gotta get used to. I tell people, you come out of the store, the minute you come out of anywhere in the afternoon at 12 o'clock, you're gonna be sweating.
Wow.
So here you wanna be dressed like all these people,
Right.
white. Over here, the big thing right now is that Tuluminati look with the white color.
Right.
And people don't understand that the real reason for that is because the color doesn't, attract a lot of light, so it's good for the sun. And the other reason is that the type of material that they use, it's used for that, for you to not be, hot the whole time.
Right.
Some of them are even sweat resistant. But again, people are like, they're expensive. That's the reason why they're expensive.
So what if someone wants to come out to Playa del Carmen? What is your favorite spot in your opinion? What's your favorite spot?
Beach-wise, Punta Esmeralda, because it has a little.
Okay.
I have a daughter, so she's 5 years old, and I
Okay.
like taking her there. So if I go there, you have the beach on one end, and then you have this little cenote that looks like a little pool. We're gonna take it.
Okay.
And a lot of the kids go there. It's where a lot of locals go. And what I like about it is that here the restrooms they all close at 5.
Ah.
So if you stay there after 5, if you want to get yourself clean, there's nothing there. You can get yourself clean with the cenote water because it's not salty water. So
Wow.
a lot of people before they take off the beach, they go there, they get themselves clean, and they
Wow.
Again, that's just a difference, and the cenote is natural. You're gonna see it. I'll take you exactly where the water comes, where it's cold, and
Yeah.
it connects with the beach.
That is dope.
And I think that
What are some of your favorite drinks that people should try if they come out here?
if you don't drink, here a lot of people drink maracuya, passion fruit. So I always tell people,
Maracuya.
you know,
Wow.
Try the passion fruit margaritas. You know, you can even do a passion fruit martini. I mean, that depends on you, but I think that passion fruit is really good here. What else? There's the fruits here it depends on what season it is. Here we have a few. There's something called rambutan.
Rambutan, what is that?
It's like a lychee. It's like a lychee. I don't know how to explain it. But it's like a lychee flavor. Again, if they have them here, we can even buy some. Right now they're not in season, but when they are,
Yeah.
you know, again, there's a few things that are in season here. Marquesitas.
Okay.
Something that's local here.
Okay.
Everywhere you go, you'll see it at night. You're gonna see it's basically
So
almost like a pancake.
what are some of the cheapest spots out here in Playa Carmen?
To eat, to drink.
Yeah, eat, drink for tourists. Like we give away the sauce because you've been here for 14 years, and people might watch this video. They want to get that sauce. You know what I mean? Like we spot they could go to eat for cheap, like get something for cheap that is lower than the tourist price. Because if I look around, there's a lot of tourists out here.
There you go.
So like we spot over here.
Fifth Avenue is basically where everybody comes. Here everything's expensive in general. Now, obviously, like anywhere you go, they'll tell you. It doesn't matter even if it's an expensive place. You just got to know where to go.
Who to meet.
There you go.
Because I met you here.
Me personally, a lot of locals here at least, they go to a place called Chapultepec. Why? It's cheap.
Yeah.
Back then it started as $1 a beer. Now it went up a little more, you know, with the economy and all that craziness.
Wow.
But they have little lunch bite snacks, little mini burgers, fries.
Yeah.
And the thing there is drinking, literally. I mean, it's beers. You know, they got these little things called azulitos, which are real popular here. But again, I'd recommend that. There's a few other little places here, but mainly if you want real local good food, you want to kind of venture off this area. You know what I'm saying? Go more towards, how can I put it? We're a local area where locals live.
Where locals live.
There you go. Here, I'm not going to say the food's bad, but if you want like
real food.
You know, like
taste of the Mexican culture, some real taste.
You know, here,
real taste.
People that you're gonna come, you're gonna sit down with your family, you're gonna be there for 2-3 hours. You know what I'm
So if you come over here on Fifth Avenue, this area, you get the tourist price.
There you go.
You have to be a baller to be out here.
You get tourist
If
price.
you want to taste the culture, you got to venture out of here. You know what I mean? You don't come to Playa Carmen or Playa del Carmen and come to where the tourists at. You got to leave this area and go to the real spot, get some real food. And he's going to show me, I'm going to show y'all when he showed me, and we're going to taste Mexico. You know what I mean? Because some of y'all come out here and just come out here for vacation. We come out here to try the food. We come out here to experience the culture and know the people, not just come over here and you stuck in your hotel the whole time and you go back home. I've been to Mexico. No, you have not been to Mexico because you have not tasted the culture. You have to taste the culture. So we out here to taste the culture and hang with the people. You know what I mean? What else you got to say, brother?
My bad.
He's a basic man.
You already know. I gotta check up.
Gotta check up on the wifey.
Look, this is what they call Quinta Alegría. I'll show you right now. A lot of people like taking pictures right here where they got that little log.
Yeah.
You got all the stores going in there. You got this little area here. It's very well known. A lot of people like taking pictures.
There you go.
You got the World Gym up there.
I got what you want for a hangover. You heard him?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Look at that. Wow. Feels like Mexico got that Philippines vibe. When we down in the Philippines, you see stuff like this everywhere in the Philippines. So Mexico got that Philippines vibe. This is my second time out here in Mexico, and it's always fun. You know what I mean? The people out here in Mexico are very, very, very nice. As far as the food goes,
okay.
the food is lit. Food is lit. The people are kind. Obviously, the homie, David. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Life is good.